Hello everyone. So I just finished working on version 3.0 from the local search agent. Let me first introduce you to what changed. So this is the single user interface. Okay, so I do know that we can just ingest our files and then choose an index or a workspace where we ingested our documents in there, and then we can just start asking the agent to find answer for our question. Okay, so I just added some new attributes to the model manager, so you can actually control uh, the rate limit for each provider. So you can make how many requests per minute or how many tokens per minute or requests per day. This is only for the single user. And for the new release, I was working on creating a role access based control so it can be converted from a single user to a small team or a small company that can control their employees and have access to give them access and to be able to revoke their access at any point. Let me show you how it's going to work. So first of all, we are creating a super admin key, which is the the key that has full control over everything. This probably will be created for some kind of IT management or people who can give access to everyone in the company or the team. So as you can see here, we are giving authorization to create a key for this email in the company, okay, with a super admin access. And this is the display name for the super admin. Once you run this command, it will give you um, a generated key that you can use to log in to uh, your user interface. Mhm. Yeah. Once you create it, you can just open the UI directly. Just the same way for a single user, but we just add the flag for multi-tenant. This will log you to the user interface for the multi-tenant. And then you log in with your API key that we just got and show you. So it's almost exactly the same, except that I added the access panel in the setting. So here in the model manager, we can additionally give access to specific models for members or admins from specific providers, and will be saved in your user config. And here we can set up how many people can use this framework at the same time, the concurrency for each people. So we can set up like for this demo, I will just make it as 3 so I can show you how you can use it with super admin and member at the same time. Okay, and for the access panel, here where you can do all the admin work. Okay, so here first, this one is to give access to a workspace to people in your team or in your company. So let's imagine we can say admin at company.com. We give him access to a test workspace or Meilisearch index. And we choose admin. We give him a grant access in the tier, and then you can revoke it later. And here, this is the super admin that I just made from the terminal, and then I will generate an API key for the admin. I'll just use email admin at com, and then let's call the key admin test key and create the key, copy it here, and then we can generate another key for a member, which is member at company.com, and same, we pick a member and give them a grant access. And the same thing, we generate a key for the member. So member company.com and give him a member test key, create another key, and it all goes down in here. It's saved, so you can know when this key was created or revoked. Copy the key and save it here. And as you can see, it's pretty straightforward. It's not hard at all to use it. And now I will show you how to log into your another to the member and admin account, which you can use it directly from the browser. If you are in closed network, you can do it, or you can do it via the API if you want to deploy this framework and host it on some server. You can give access to other people on internet by using the API, Python header, and it will be with JSON web token. Or you can use header to log in to make a request to the API directly. Here it will show you this. It will ask you to log in with your admin key. Of course, after generating this key, you send it to your uh, team members or employees or whatever you want. So here is the admin. And it will show you the same thing that you can work over it, but the difference in access. So the admin control all the workspaces. I gave the admin only access to the test index and only for Google and for Olama models. But the admin can't force re-ingest or delete the index. It can just ingest the modified files in the same index. So for the settings for the admin, it basically it's everything the super admin can do, except that it cannot revoke admin's keys or give access to admin keys. So here, if I want to revoke, it will show me that if this operation is denied, here, admin, the same thing, to be denied. But he can revoke or grant access to members, which is logical order, it's under him. So for the admin key, for the member key, we will try to, for the sake of this demo, we will show you how to make a concurrency request to the same application, but I will have to open another browser so the cookie will not be overwritten over the admin access. So here, and the private one, and we log in with the member key. You can see you can delete you have access, you can delete all of it, your conversations. So you can rename it to something that you want. And you have only here read for the member, only read access. So you can control any settings, you can ingest anything, you cannot run watch mode or reschedule. So all this is not granted to the member. So now let's show you what if we will ask you the same question at the same time for just three of them. So I created this distribution between how many people can use the app, which as I showed you before, is three people. I can use three people to talk to this agent at the same time, which each request go to a different Python thread. So here, as you can see, there is no issues at all. It will run, and if there will be over limit and there will be throttling, so it will show you that there are, it will give you some kind of alert message that there are how many people queued before you, so you can know that when it would be your turn for the agent to run. So basically everything is here the same. You can still see everything. You can, for the admin, you can print it. You can um, print it as PDF if you want to control how many, which page you want to print, or you can actually directly do it on printer. You can export it as markdown file if you want to like give this markdown to another agent so it can read it in its file system, or Word, or some tables you can export it to sheets or Excel files. So once the superadmin wants to like revoke an access to someone, or you can just go to the access panel, and let's say you want to revoke only the workspace and give this member admin another access to different workspace or index, or even multiply workspaces or indexes. So here, let's see, here I revoke access to this test for the member. And now I want to ask it another question. It will not show anything. It will basically tell you that you don't have access to this workspace anymore. And if I revoke the key for the member, it will directly log him out. The same thing for the admin. Here I want to revoke this and revoke the admin panel, and that's all. No one can do anything anymore without a generated key, so they have to ask the super admin to provide them with a new uh, key. So this is basically everything that I made. There is actually one more thing. Yeah, I added the documentation so you can know how to set it up correctly if you want to like dive deeper in how to use the full access control. And of course, I added more to the CLI command for everything. Everything you can do on the UI, you can basically do it from the terminal, the CLI, or from the API if you want to integrate it directly into your application. And here, if you want to host it as a Docker or no Docker, here is just use a virtual machine, or you can use it with Docker. have to use it, and I added the files in. Yeah, basically you don't need to actually do anything. You just need to read the instruction, and it will show you everything on how to do it. I added the Docker file if you want to make a container image for this application to host it. Here in the deployment, this is the KB file. You can just read it and follow the instruction, and it will show you everything you need to do. So this is basically everything. Thank you, everyone. And I hope you don't forget to start this project so other developer can find it easily. Yeah.